Dunhuang, a key frontier town of the Han Dynasty, is high on the must-see list of places in China, and now it's hooked up to the high-speed rail network, its remoteness is no longer an issue. It is an affluent part of China thanks to its fantastic tourist sites, and in more recent years, its push into renewable energies. Coming from Jiangye on the train, you pass through the Gansu wind farm, the largest in the world. Alright, hi guys, welcome back to Dick in China. I'm in Dunhuang now, in the far northwest of Gansu Province, really close to the border of Xinjiang, and this is the Mingsha singing sand dunes. So it's kind of a mad place. It's basically just outside the town, a few kilometers. It's very, very beautiful. But like there's like dune buggies, microlights, people like sand sledging down the hills. It's actually quite fun. Been to a place like this before. It's pretty special. Actually, despite the main sand dune being pretty busy, you know, if you just walk away a little bit, it's a huge area, obviously. You have it all to yourself. Well, that and the noise of dune buggy engines. So I just walked right around the back of one of the main sand dunes. No people, it was beautiful. I think I was okay to go there. There was no sign saying so, you know, saying otherwise, but man, the views. I've just come down to the CRESCENT lake. It's a famous natural spring. Little oasis in the desert. It's God, it's so spectacular, it's so green. And apparently the water here has been known about since the Han Dynasty, like a couple of thousand years, when China first started to kind of reach out to this part of the country. And apparently it's never dried up. And because of its location between these two sand dunes, sand never gets blown into it, apparently. It's very beautiful, the water's so clear. Right, just heading up to the top of the pavilion for one last nice view, and then it's got to be breakfast time. I'm starving. But a really nice time here. It's kind of crazy that there's this many people here, because when I got here and I walked up and over the sand dunes, God, it was empty, you know, and then you come down to the bottom and there's this massive crowd. Just talking to a guy from Shanghai, and I asked him, you know, if you've been up on top of the dunes yet. He's like, no, it's too tiring. So I guess a lot of people don't really climb the dunes, maybe that's the deal. Just come and see the lake and the buildings and take some photos. It's very pretty. It's peaceful, but you know, there's helicopters and June buggies all over the place. So it's kind of a weird spot. Well worth a visit. It's super famous. Obviously, this view that you have behind me, by the way, of this building in the Crescent Lake is one of the most famous views in China. It's not exactly off the tourist track, this place, as you can tell. Definitely the busiest place I've been to on this trip so far. Very happy I've come here though. Anyway, onward. Time for breakfast, and then hopefully onto the Mogao Grottoes. Alright, so showered and fed, feel close to a human being again. Right on my way to the Mogao Grottoes now. Without doubt it's the most famous place in Dunhuang. World famous. Now, under normal circumstances you have to pre-book your tickets quite a long way in advance. At the moment, because of COVID, they've got a different booking system and you can't seem to do it with a passport. You need a Chinese ID card, which I don't have. So, just gonna go there and wing it, and hopefully I can get a ticket. We'll see. Luckily, I did get a ticket. The Mogao Grottoes is quite possibly the most important Buddhist site in China. Developed from around the 4th century until the 13th century Yuan dynasty, it contains a wealth of Buddhist art unlike anywhere else. There are hundreds of grottos carved into the mountainside. Your ticket only includes several, however, you do also get a very knowledgeable guide. Historically, many of the grottos were paid for by wealthy merchants heading west who donated money to the monks and artists in a hope of being blessed with a safe journey, or by people returning safely to China from the west. No photos or videos are allowed in the grottos. I took these in the Dunhuang Museum, which is excellent by the way, and has very nicely set up a grotto replica. Hopefully it will give you a half-decent idea of what to expect, but honestly, just get yourself there, you will not regret it. One of the most famous stories here occurred in 1900, when a guy called Wang Yuanlu found a secret room inside one of the grottos whilst cleaning. This small room, commonly known as the library room, contained around 50,000 documents dating from between the 5th and 11th century. These contain a vast wealth of information from Buddhist, Confucian and Taoist classics to government documents and dictionaries. The earliest printed book ever found, the Diamond Sutra, was also discovered here. The Dunhuang documents are now, as you would expect, spread all over the world in museums. The Mogao Grottoes is a truly extraordinary place, not to be missed. It's been a really long but a really great day so far. Still kind of getting my head around the Mogao Grottoes. Stunning place. So anyway, in the town itself, this is the place to eat. It's the Shazhou night market. The night market is a bit full on, with every restaurant owner trying to drag you into their restaurant, but it was all good fun. Nice bit of drunken street serenading to end the evening too. About my bedtime now. Last day of this trip tomorrow, so I'm off out further into the desert, so look out for that video. It'll be out in a few days. Today's been great. What a great place Dunhuang is, and yeah, that's about it. So until next time, stay safe and I'll see you later. Take care. Bye bye.